live in about 5 minutes. Am I live already, really? I set this to go live at 14:45. Just, it's difficult enough to make a fucking live stream without them ignoring your settings. Really? Well, that was bad enough, folks. I've had enough of a battle. Originally I created a stream and set it to go live at 2 o'clock, and frankly, I was fast asleep. We can argue about the who, how, when, where, whys. If you're here just before Christmas, you saw me talk about this this aniseed spirit. It's not even a liqueur. It's 35% by volume. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. It's unreal. We can argue about to what extent the aniseed spirit was guilty. Last night I missed both Big Clive and Scruff Dog streams because, well, whether I was just tired, whether I just missed time things, or whether it was aniseed spirit, I have no idea. But I haven't even brought out the ingredients yet. I've got a big pan here with some soap and water in that was left to soak after the last cooking video. There's a couple of people saying hello on stream. Farmers here, welcome everybody everywhere. Hello DM, very long time. Ismo, hello my friend. It's been a little while since I've seen you on a video. We've talked obviously in the background. This is my friend Ismo from Finlandia. Ismo Finlandia, as I know him. Yeah. Farmer saying hello to Ismo. Ismo's a good guy. Ismo I met about 9 years ago. Any day now, I think I mentioned the other night on the stream on Friday night, any day now is 10 years in Spain for me. February 17th. What's today? January 25th. Hence, I don't even need to look, do I? That's why it's an UnChristmas. Welcome to my UnChristmas stream, folks. I did not really get a Christmas because of the weather. It rained for 22 hours on Christmas Day. So I figured I will do the 25th of each and every month where I can, where the weather allows. I will do a Christmas dinner, basically. I will try and enjoy the shit out of this year because Christmas wasn't entirely ruined because my friend Anthony seeing that the weather was so bad, my friend Anthony did cook and bring me a Christmas dinner. Thank you, Anthony, my friend. Cheers, mate. I much appreciated. My friend Anthony brought me a Christmas dinner on the day itself, despite the fact that we were pretty much drowned out. The 10 minutes that he came here and the 10 minutes following his arrival were one of the 2 periods in the day where it didn't rain as heavily. It rained, but it subsided while he was here, and I was able to take Tina for a quick walkies. So this is my merry UnChristmas, the 25th of January. That's a month ago. Let's see how quickly the year can go. So far I've brought the potatoes. The potatoes are on the, I didn't even know where I'd put them. Over here, look, we've got a bag of potatoes. I did a shop yesterday and killed I literally, well, I mean, I'm using the word literally figuratively because that's what you do, isn't it? I fucking killed myself. I was going to take the old lady shopping trolley, but I don't know how it works inside the shop. You have to pack, you're not allowed to take your trolley around the shop. You have to leave your trolley tied up inside. I don't know how that works. I don't know what coin it needs. I don't know what it does. I was on the cusp of taking the old lady shopping trolley for a learning experience. Next time I will. I fucking killed my... Guys, 3 times I had to put the shopping down and pause. And one time I had to literally sit down before having a heart attack. Well, literally again, look. I don't know that I was about to have a heart attack, but God, 60 euros for a tramp, and it was I had three shopping bags, one on the shoulder. So here's the idea: it's supposed to be all the heavy stuff up on the shoulder, the fairly heavy stuff in the right hand, and the lighter stuff, the eggs, the lettuce, the whatever you know, in the left. Eggs. No. I had a heavy bag on my shoulder, and when I went to pick the other bag up, I thought, fuck, that's heavier than the one on my shoulder. I got cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli and I don't know. I did buy a 12-pack of beer. But I also, like I've already showed you, this stuff is fucking gorgeous. This, it's called, let me tell you what it's called. Anís destilado, Ana Maria. Destillation tradicional. Anís dulce distillado. So distilled, sweet distilled aniseed or anise. Guys, it's 10 euros for 1 litre of whiskey, 1 litre of vodka, 1 litre of brandy. This stuff's a litre and it's 7.5 euros. And it's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. I cannot, well, you can see, I opened it yesterday. Can you see? I opened it yesterday. We're down here where it's probably why I woke up half an hour ago and thought, fuck, I was going to go live at 2, but let's make it 2:30. It's gorgeous. Yeah. No, I'm going to say no more because I'm implicating myself, aren't I? I become the alky in the field if I don't shut up. We are here for cookery. Well, I am anyway. I don't know about you guys. You might just be here for me, but I got some cookery to do. Are we going to begin? Sometime before 5 or 6, when it gets dark at 6, I expect to have a full plate of basically a roast dinner, except my turkey slices, it's breasts, steaks. I don't know what the right word is. It's sliced breast. I'll probably have to give one to the dog, maybe. We'll start though with potatoes, I imagine, because they take a time. They're going to need 15 to 20 minutes to boil and another 15 minutes to kind of roast stroke fry. Then we're going to do, I've got, unbelievably, they had sprouts. I've got sprouts. I've got broccoli, I've got carrots, I've got leeks. I'm not sure how many of the different veg I'm going to do. A traditional UK kind of Sunday roast, as it were, would have, it's meat and 2 veg is the acronym's not the right word. That's kind of the default. I'm going to go more than that. I'm going to go at least carrots. I'm going to do broccoli, I'm fairly sure. I'm going to do broccoli, carrots, broccoli. And it's a toss-up whether I go leeks. I don't know, folks. What do you think? What would you do? What would your roast dinner be on a Sunday? It's okay, Tina. I know I invited the people here for 2 o'clock, and then I started the stream, and YouTube was pissing me about trying to be portrait. You know that if I'd gone portrait, I would have had about 4 times as many viewers. They would have really pushed it out there because of a live stream done in portrait. It just irks me. I can't read the chat when we do that. So folks, I have just gone all messages in chat. So let me give you the intro. We're coming up. Okay, wait 5 seconds. We're about to hit 10 minutes. I appreciate those of you that are here. The channel is Delta Mike, down and out in Torrevieja. Delta Mike, that is the eponymous hero upon which you gaze right now. As opposed to his sidekick. I'm going to call her my sidekick. You might disagree. Some will say that Tina here is the star of the show. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Say hello to the peoples. Auntie Karen's arrived in the country right now. She's here in the country. We'll see her maybe tomorrow, maybe the day. I think maybe more likely the day after. But Auntie Karen's here. Auntie Karen in Spain. This is my Tina. This is my sidekick. Let me zoom out. Hold on. Let me zoom out and come back. No, it didn't. It didn't come back to me, did it? It took a couple of clicks. It's okay. It's okay, Tina. It's okay. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Okay, folks. Let me bring up the chat. Delta Mike, down and out in Torrevieja. Down and out. A homeless guy. A hobo. A tramp. What else have I got? There are a few other words. There are some synonyms. Hold on. Homeless, tramp, hobo, indigent person. A person I've lost it. Bloody hell, I've spent years memorizing this fucking thing. How do we go? Come on. A tramp, a hobo, an indigent person, a person of no fixed abode. Some would say a bum. Someone who lives rough, perhaps lives on the street, or in my case, lives in a field. I still think I dumped half of the words. There's something missing. I missed a bunch in the middle there. We'll roll on anyway. Folks, okay, so that's Delta Mike. That's the down and out in Torrevieja. Torrevieja is a city on the southeast coast of Spain, halfway between Alicante and Murcia City. On the Costa Blanca south. Okay, folks. You want to be. You need to have chat open. I will be chatting with some of my pals, and you're welcome to join us. Come and say hello in chat. Now, by default, YouTube puts you in something called top chat and only shows you 80 or 90% of the messages. Some messages get filtered away. Hit the cog at the top of chat. Sometimes it's a cog, sometimes it's 3 lines, the so-called burger menu. Hit that, and you want to select live chat. All messages are visible. You want to be able to see everybody, see all of us talking. And I'm gonna go back to the beginning. There was Farmer, my friend Fabrizio. Welcome everyone, everybody, everywhere. There was Ismo. Hello DM. Very long time since we chatted. Farmer saying hello to Ismo. I'm working now. It's not cold. It's only -14, says Ismo. This is it's just below the Arctic Circle, folks. It's just below the Arctic Circle up in Finland. He ferries people between their ski resort, between their resorts and the ski slopes. That's his job in winter. He's driving people around in the cold. He says, not very cold, only -14. Okay. Merry UnChristmas, everyone. I think is where Farmer is going. I hope you get everything you deserve in 2026. All the best in the new year. Yes, it's still Christmas here. Serenity now Festivus. Serenity Festivus. It was -26 here the other day, brags Fabrizio, the other day. Friends, Roman countrymen, lend me your ears. As long as they've not fallen off in the ice. Let's not get too... Okay, folks, we've only got the 1 thumbs up so far. So here's Fabrizio, my mate Farmer from Big Clive and Scruff Dog. I missed them last night. I literally fell asleep earlier and woke up later. I think I woke up about 2:30 and I think Scruff Dog had finished half an hour earlier. Needed to walk my doggy though, because 10 PM is her last walkies normally. And I fell asleep and made her do an extra 4 hours. Poor thing was bursting. We hardly got out of the door before she started. Pound, smash, poke, prod, press, push, punch, slap, chop, bump, tap, flick, kick, click, lick, rub the like button and consider subscribing. Only when you've seen 3 or 4 of my videos, I can be a little bit controversial. Oh, Fabrizio posts the donate link because I forgot to. Do you see? Do you see how bad I am at this? I've not even posted my... I am literally, folks, some of you out there might be new. Let me show you. So I showed you my Tina before. Here's my solar panel. Here's my habitat, okay? I live in this plastic box. It's a tent with a tarp, and look at the state of the tarp over the top. I had a yobo come around and cause damage both to the tarp and to the actual roof of the tent. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. That's before I've taken a drink. I brought the drink out ready, but I haven't actually taken any yet. Let me show you around. Here's my tent, here's my solar panel. And I live here. Homeless guy living in a field. Apparently with hiccups, or hiccups, however you prefer. Certainly for spelling, I prefer the hiccups spelling. But there we go, folks. There's your panorama. Looks like somebody's having a party and has got a bunch of friends invited over. There aren't usually that many cars over there. But we've been live a little while, so maybe we should make a start. What do you think? Hold on. I think Farmart is trying to talk to me about food. He's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to food. I should listen to him, but maybe before I do the shopping rather than after. I bought what did I buy? I bought turkey breast steaks and chicken. It's not just thighs, I think they're full chicken legs, chicken drumsticks. I got the full leg. Guys, I'm in a field, you know. How long will meat last? Oh, look at that. Can you see this? I do have shadow over the left portion of the solar panel. I'm gonna have to move that any moment now. Just that much will reduce it from bringing in 80 watts or so down to maybe bringing 20, or even nothing. As soon as it gets a little bit larger than that, I'm gonna have to move the solar panel. You see these bottles of water here? The solar panel moves across, and instead of being in portrait mode, it sits in landscape mode over here. And then later I bring the EcoFlow outside and stretch everything even further out. We'll see how it goes. But I do have to watch these things. I'm fortunate that I've had your support. I'll be honest. I'd have nothing if it wasn't for you guys. If it wasn't for the YouTube channel, I'd probably be dead. That's not hyperbole. That's for real, folks. I don't know. I've got friends who are homeless who know how to be homeless, and they're far more mobile than me. They move around. My friend Joby, he moves around. He's had certain setbacks and knockbacks, but he always bounces back. He had people destroy his tent not long ago. They cut it to ribbons, pissed on his bed, and you know. I'm fortunate, I guess, having a dog. Even if people don't know she's disabled, hearing a dog bark makes you less likely to come up and start shit. And the one person who did start shit at least honoured the dog. He had every opportunity to kick shit out of the dog. While we had 22 stand-up knockdown fist fights and he lost them all, he came out throwing stones and doing shit, but he never targeted the dog. So I will give him, even though he caused damage to the tent, even though he caused me 2.5 hours of grief, he ended up in hospital. But I will give him props for not directly attacking the dog. But other people, I think they hear the dog. I've had kids throwing stones, let's go attack the tramp kind of shit. But hearing a dog does make most of them back off. So she's good for barking, even if she can't run after them nowadays. Hey babe, Daddy loves his girl and always will. I'm here to the end. I'm here until the end, sweetheart. I have to carry her when we go walkers. I carry the back end. I might be carrying 2/3 of the weight of the doggy. She weighs 35 kilos. I calculated that as 77 pounds. I'm carrying at least half, maybe 2/3 when I carry the back end and we go walkies. It's physically grueling at times. I do get annoyed. When we don't make it even out of when I lift her off the bed and we don't get out the door and she started pissing already and it's inside the tent. I'm pretty sure she can't help it. She's got a belt slung under her waist, putting pressure on her bladder and the other organs. But I do get annoyed. I'm not a saint. I haven't got, I haven't got infinite tolerance. If only she could wait that extra 10 seconds till we get outside. To come back and find your tent stinking of dog piss. Oh, when she's pissed down my leg. Could you not let me know and give me a few extra seconds? I'm not a saint, I get angry. But I love my girl anyway. I love her a bit. Long may she last. Hey babe. For anyone arriving late, here's the lady herself. Ignore the pan scrub which is on the floor. It's brand new, unused. This is one I cut a slice in the side. If we get wind in the microphone, tell me, and I can put that on the phone to block the wind. If we can block the wind and keep you guys in the know. There's my girl. Hey babe. Hello baby girl. Tina doggy darling. Hello you. Okay, I guess we better start cooking soon, folks. I was half an hour late as it was, and hola amigo, ¿cómo estás bien? Mañana. Hello my friend, how are you being? How is everything? How are you doing? Is everything good today? I guess is the farmer quote. Don't stink anything in my ear. I think you mean stick, but I'll take stink anyway. Oh, let me reverse. It's me. Okay. So I haven't started cooking yet, and we've only got about 3 hours before it gets dark. Thumbs ups are always appreciated, folks. I am going to get started now. I think I'm going to begin. Stick rather than stink. It would neither stick nor stink. I'm gonna go get a beer. I'm not gonna dive straight into the aniseed. It's not even a liqueur. It's a spirit. I am halfway through the bottle. Maybe between a third and halfway. I would say nearer halfway, to be honest. I only bought it yesterday morning. Probably why I fell asleep last night and missed Big Clive and Scruff Dog. Give us a second. I'm going to go grab a beer. I'm going to clean the pot out. We'll start by boiling some potatoes for roasties, and we'll see where we go from there. The rest I'm still making up. I haven't got an order of precedence. I haven't got there's no recipe. It's a Christmas dinner. It's going to be a roast dinner. Give me 30 seconds. I got to dive back inside the tent, open the freezer. It's really cold. The freezer's doing really, really well today. It's hovering around 0. I may have to, on the way back, I may have to reset the solar panel because it has got a bit of shadow on it. But I'm not bothering We probably rose to 5 degrees overnight in the fridge, which is the fridge should be between 0 and 3, as I understand things, Celsius, and a freezer can go anywhere between -20 and -40 as the target value. I rarely get down into those territories. But as long as it's below the kind of the minus, as long as we're in minus, as long as we're in negative land, I'm happy enough. My veg isn't going to go off too fast. I have got a full fridge and a whole extra carrier bag, a whole extra shopping bag. A Mercadona, if you've seen a Mercadona shopping bag, Mercadona are the kings. I challenge you anywhere. Sainsbury's bag for life are good, but a Mercadona shopping bag it's the ultimate. It's the parachute regiment or the SAS of shopping bags. It is. I'm gonna go get that beer now and stop talking. Back in a minute. Oh, thank you. I'll move this now while I'm walking. Let's grab this. I'm gonna move this over here. Oh, it's not got much. It's not got much play, hasn't it? Okay. I'm gonna put it in there. No, here. Okay. There we go. Nearly got you that thing. Nearly got you, darling. Next time. Are you still here? How many of you did I lose? I think I lost a couple of the audience. Oh, look at the hair. Hold on, folks, hold on. I know I'm sat out in the wind, but that's not what this is. I got my comb. I've always got my comb in my trouser pocket there. I was going a little bit longer than I thought for two reasons. One, I needed to move the solar panel, which I've just done. It doesn't quite move as much as I said. Where it was against those two water bottles, that's when I daisy chain and bring the EcoFlow outside. Keep the EcoFlow connected to the freezer. So, here we go. That's me being pretty. That's as pretty as I fucking get. If you're not happy with it, fuck off. Alright? 57, I've still got a full head of hair. It's grey from here downwards. And obviously everything here, obviously you can see that that's all white. The hair itself, I've been accused many times of dyeing my hair. But I assure you, I have hairdresser friends who will tell you that it's not dyed. It is what it is. It is the original kind of chestnut brown that it always was. I was fair as a kid. As a kid I was blonde. And I do still, my hair bleaches in, put a flower in there, fuck off you cunt. My hair just bleach in the sun. I guess that means I could do the Philip Schofield thing and Jason Donovan thing. I could squeeze a lemon over and brush it through and it would blonde. I was blonde as a kid, like I said, but there we go. That's as pretty as you're gonna get. I am gonna open this. I haven't had a drink of beer in hours. I'll be honest, I did have a breakfast beer this morning. I had a hankering for the beer. I think I had too much last night. I thought the aniseed liqueur. I keep saying liqueur, it's not a liqueur. It is aniseed, I used to keep saying, I kept saying licorice before, didn't I? It's aniseed, but it's a spirit. It's 35% by volume. What's that make it? 70, 75 proof? Something like that if you're old school and you go by the proof. Oh, that's ice cold, folks. It's on the cusp of having frozen, like granules, frozen grains in it. It's very, very cold. Basically, I wake up in the morning, I get the EcoFlow charged anywhere between 70 and 80%, and then I turn on the freezer, the fridge box, the camping freezer, 12 volt. Draws, when it's on, it draws about anywhere between 30 and 50 watts. But it cycles, it's only on about a third of the time. So even when you've got that on, if you've got 70 or 80 watts coming in, and this thing's drawing 30, 40, 50, and you've got anywhere between 70, 80, 90 watts coming in from the sun, and it's only on a third of the time, you quite quickly end up fully charged. I think last night I did it wrong a little bit. So by this morning, both my phone and my tablet, both of them were running on empty. I had to charge one, use the other, and the other only had like 9 or 10%. So when that 9 or 10% got really, really low and was about to end, I had to unplug the first one and come back. The first one was only on 20 or 30%, but it's, you know, we got there. I had entertainment. Thank you, Mr. Egg Thailand. It's all one word, folks. Mr. Egg Thailand. I don't know why. He's one of my subscribers, but I'm one of his subscribers as well. I've never been to where he's, and I doubt I ever will. He's in Thailand in a place called Pattaya. I'll probably never go there. I've got no real fascination with Thailand. Ordinarily, I'll finish a live stream and within the next half hour or hour, as I'm in my cooling down process, he'll go live. So I might have done 4, 5, 6 hours. If you were here the other night, we did 7. I don't know how. I don't know what I talk about. I'm a quiet, shy guy. How have I got 7 hours to blab on with you lot? But within half an hour or an hour of me finishing, because of the time zones, he's fuck knows how many hours ahead of me. I'm finishing at 3 or 4 in the morning and he's going live at 1 or 2 in the afternoon his time. And he'll go for a walk around or a drive, he's got a scooter, he'll go for a drive around Pattaya, which seems to be a city in Thailand as far as I can work out. It's just a nice cool down for me. I don't know. I haven't got... He runs a go-go bar, which as far as I can tell is... Well, it's next step down to a brothel. I'm not judging. The girls don't want to be filmed, the customers don't want to be filmed, but he's only open something like 3 in the afternoon until 11 at night. But I really enjoy watching him. Extrovert and introvert clothing. I'm certainly not an extrovert. I used to use alcohol as like a social lubricant. When I went to business meetings and networking events and things, I was the shyest, quietest guy in the corner. People would take pity on me and come up and try and drag me into the conversation. And then I started going to the local bar on the way home from work. And it always surprised me how many friends I made and how many people I got to know through alcohol. Then you make even more friends by that odd occasion that you overstep. The ones where you go back the next day and they go, "Oh, you last night. Oh! And I'm like, oh, sorry. So what did I do? Oh! You got an argument with that guy or that guy, and you all got in each other's face, and it looked like you were going to smack each other, but he backed down, and okay. As long as the other guy backed down. Did I ever mention? Oh, I shouldn't say this. It sounds really wrong. It is wrong. Violence is one of my specialties. I am really good at the application of physical force. I probably should say it's not something that I'm proud of, but I kind of am. I'm good at it. I'm good at fighting. I was a boxer once upon a time. But again, introvert. You have to attack me. You have to come up and get in my... I don't get in your face, usually. Unless you say or do something to someone else, or especially if you threaten one of my friends, I'm going to fucking I'm not even going to introduce myself. I'm going to flatten you. Probably. Maybe. You try and break into the garage at the top of the road, I'm going to come and get involved, even if it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Even if the garage never thank me and never know it even happened. Sometimes a man just has to step up. Sometimes a man has to get on and get cooking. This is not a cookery program per se, folks. I don't think it is anyway. I'll show you bits as we go, but I haven't even cleaned shit off, okay? I don't even know whether my potato peel is out here. It probably isn't. So currently I've got soapy water in the big dish. I'm going to cook enough potatoes for now and probably for tomorrow and maybe even the day after. I gotta make a start. If I don't make a start soon, it'll never fucking happen. If you're wondering, I'm still on the M de Brow from the Chino Bazaar up the road. There's only 3 or 4 of these left. I have just put a 12-pack of, it's not Carlsberg, Kronenberg, it's some kind of Danish beer, red can, Kronsberg. I bought it in Aldi. I bought it in Aldi yesterday. I've told you about how I almost killed myself bringing that shit home. I really did. I bought way more than I could carry. I left the dog home. It's a first. I've never left Tina alone for an hour before. Normally I will leave her with friends or stuff. I'll go for 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to the Chino Bazaar. I left her for 50. It turned out to be 50. I thought it would be an hour. It turned out to be 50 minutes yesterday. You know when you pay by Tippy Tappy card? Here's a first for me. It's the first time I've spent so much that you had to enter the PIN. Normally you do Tippy Tappy and you walk away, but that's if you're under a certain value. I don't know whether it's 30 or 50 euros. I spent 60 something, 60 and a bit. Yeah, okay, you're taking the piss out of me after Tippy Tappy and licking and clicking. Delta Force Mike is accurate. I'm always accurate. I always tell you the truth. I don't sugarcoat shit. It's like a bank, always open for deposit. Extrovert and introvert clothing. So is the EcoFlow a bit small for the photovoltaic panel? I could have done with a Delta, ideally. I didn't have the money at the time. So a Delta is like, what's a Delta? 600 or 700 euros? Or dollars and euros are almost interchangeable. I only had 250 at the time. and I only had the prospect of 250 at the time. In fact, I needed a friend. We'll say, let's call the friend Karen. You know the friend's Karen. You don't need me to tell you. Karen helped me buy the solar panel and the cool box that I had at the time. I needed Karen to. She loaned me the money, and I paid that back later. I didn't have the money to buy everything all at once, even when I went for the smallest. I went for the smallest device, the EcoFlow River, and I went for the smallest version of it. There are 200 and 500 watt-hour versions. I had to go for the smallest version of the smallest device. EcoFlow Deltas start at, I think it's 1 kilowatt. 1, 2 and 3 kilowatt versions, if I remember correctly. I could be, feel free to correct me on that. It might only be 1 and 2 kilowatt hours, but 4 or 8 times the storage I had. I could, more is always better, isn't it, folks? More is always better. Just recently over Christmas, at one point I had €300 hanging about in my account, and I was wondering about, could I trade in the EcoFlow plus my 300? Could I get something bigger and better? And the answer was no, you cannot. They were only offering €60 as a trade-in on my €250 EcoFlow River 2. Folks, there's food to be produced, or I'm going to starve. Look at me. I might waste away if I don't get some food made today. Okay, it is an UnChristmas, but it's a happy UnChristmas with it's an UnChristmas dinner. I've got to cook a dinner, haven't I? It's supposed to be like a Sunday roast or a Christmas dinner. Get on it, goddammit. As it's not exactly a friend of mine, but a guy that I watch online would say, get on it, goddammit. He's a NASCAR driver. Didn't know that. I was following him for years before I knew that he was a race driver on the side. And then he got promoted. He got snapped up by a NASCAR team. Oh, where's my water? Over here. I've got to rinse the soap out of this. I've got to rinse some soap out. I'm hoping to take a delivery of water in the next few days, folks. I'm running low. I think I mentioned I'm down to kind of 50 litres. Now, we generally talk about 1 gallon per person per day. A gallon being approximately 4.5 litres. Means I'm down, I've got about 10 days of water left. But that doesn't include cooking big pans of potatoes. Gotta go get more water. Give me a second. Have a look. So like this, folks, like this. I didn't do a proper audit the other day. On average, one of these shopping bags will have about between 3 and 5 bottles, and they're 1.5 litres. This is what my friend Karen typically brings. Other people as well. But on average, a 1.5 litre bottle times 5. That would be at the top end of a bag. I had 11 bags, between 3 and 5 bottles of water. See how we go, folks. I don't think I'm going to bother you with showing you me peeling potatoes, but I do just have to nip it and get the potato peeler. The peeler's not here. If I'd prepared in advance, you would have had a potato peeler and chopping board and everything here. But I was asleep. What are you doing, babe? Oh, I got you. Hey folks, I'm over here. I do have the potato peeler. It wasn't inside where I thought it was. It was outside. Are you here with me? Fuck. I got the potato peeler. I thought it was inside. It wasn't. It was out. I gotta cut the bag of potatoes open. Here we go. 1, 2. What do you think we need? 4, 5, 6. I'll grab 5. We'll see how we go. Take the eyelets off with a thumb. The human thumb is the strongest tool known to man. I promise you this. It is. People talk about diamond being the strongest thing known to man. It's bullshit. If ever you've had to like sand down a piece of wood or like a banister or something, a painted piece of wood, you know that at the end you always have to there's always that one awkward thing and you have to get your thumb in there somewhere, don't you? Whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Anything painted, anything that needs sand, you always have to get your thumb in there. And I swear to you, somewhere out there's a guy that cuts diamonds for a living. He gets his diamond cutter, he gets his drill, he does all of the... But at some point at the end, he has to get his fucking thumbnail in there. It's just... We all know the human thumb is the strongest thing. The thumbnail is the strongest thing known to man. It's just obvious. We all know it. We don't need scientific studies to tell us what is obviously true. The human thumbnail, particularly the right thumb, I would say, it's the strongest thing known to man. If you say different, fuck off. I don't want to hear it. Here we go. Ouch! That's one piece on the floor and another one where the peeler hit my hand. We're off to a good start, folks. We're off to a good start. See, if I was all prepped, I would have had this mise en place, as Chef Jean-Pierre would have told me. Everything in its place before you start. Mise en place. I haven't got any of that shit. I woke up at 2 o'clock, a little bit hungover, and here we are. It took me 3 attempts to postpone the stream to make it be 2:30 rather than 3. And then when I started it at 2:30, if you were here, it wanted me to do portrait rather than fucking landscape. I wasn't having any of that shit. I created a new stream. You join a guy to watch a cookery stream and all you're watching is, you don't even see, I'm holding the potatoes down here. Up here they would be visible, but you don't really need to see. You know how peeling potatoes works, yeah? You take one of these modern day, when I was a kid these didn't exist, these razor blade kind of shaped things. It was a straight thing and you had to be more careful and you pull the peeler towards you rather than away from you. I've maintained that pulling towards you mentality. I watch other people doing it away, but that just seems gay. Don't be gay. You know, unless you like cock. It's not my thing. Have I been cancelled yet? I have gay friends, don't get me wrong. This is the kind of We do the banter back and forth. This isn't me actually being an instaphobe, as they call them nowadays. Some people will, upon hearing me for the first time, if I say something wrong, some people will take it the wrong way and assume that I got a lot of attention from gay men when I was of a certain age. I was very aggressive looking, and that seemed, let me see if we can just bend it a little bit more this way. I had like hooded eyes, and I was very intense looking, and I was of a violent nature if you got me at the wrong day. I was. I'm not going to deny it. I was quite intense, and it would cause people to take a certain impression of me and to think a certain thing. But I had a lot of actual gay friends, always. It's just I would have to explain to them that it's never going to happen. It's like what was the Quentin Crisp quote? Quentin Crisp, like he's a gay civil servant. His fantasy was lorry driving. But a man that was so macho that he'd like him, that macho man would never go for him for obvious reasons. You're gonna be so macho. It's like the impossible dream. I guess for some gay men that was the impossible dream. If you're so macho that you would never consider, being gay. So yeah, the Quentin Crisp thing, that comes to mind when it comes to. But I'm not. That doesn't make me a homophobe. Don't get me wrong. I'll call them queer. I'll call them puffs. We have, one or two people in the past have thought me to be homophobic. Not really. I'll not say homophobic slurs. I'll call you all the names. Look, I say the N-word, yeah? I say the N-word. I'm going to use all the other words, all the lesser. You want to be a fag or a faggot? We can argue about whether that's a cigarette, whether it's a meatball, pick-up stick, all of the other... we can argue about all of that. I don't mean any harm to anybody. I'm not against anybody. If you think I am, then you just don't know me. And that's all it is. Alright, I think that's 5. That's 5 potatoes peeled. I might do more. We'll see in a moment. I'm gonna pick out one of these doggy poo bags. These are unscented, unoiled, un everything. These are just plastic bags. These are the ones I want at the minute. I saved these, and maybe during the week I'll fry up these as kind of pseudo crisps or chips if you're American. I know some of you are from the wrong side of the pond. Did you know there was a right side and a wrong side? Let me, one more handful I think. Not even handful, but it's one more grab. A couple more little pieces. Just there. Okay. Let me go. I'll bring up the chat in a minute. See what I've missed. That's just peeling the potatoes. I need to chop them into bite-sized pieces. Get them parboiled. Let's do that now. I'll do the. I'm cutting the potatoes, folks. The big one, about 1 centimetre in width. Let me. Oh, some of these are a little bit bigger. Maybe 1.5 centimetres. Turns out I'm not that consistent. Whoa. Okay. Now I'm putting them half a potato, so there's basically, if I show you, you don't really need to see this, but you know how cutting potatoes works. I've cut them in half. Each get rid of the fly. Each one is about three slices deep. Yeah? You see there's three slices roughly in most of them. And then I'm going to cut those probably into 3 or 4 slices to form... It's okay, Tina. It's just the birdies. Let me do that, folks. Let me do that. I want a fairly... I'm not anal about this shit, but I want a fairly consistent thickness so they all parboil, not boil, but parboil at the same rate, to the same extent, so they can all go into the frying pan afterwards, or into the oil. This pan might be the frying pan, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm making this shit up as I go. Can you tell? Did you know? It's like the rest of my life. It all just evolves around me and has little to do with me. 2 potatoes left to do, 2 of the smaller ones. Is anybody out there? You got a few quid extra in your pocket that's burning a hole? Would be appreciated. Tramp field, you know? I did a 7-hour stream the other night. I didn't get a fucking penny. Not that I automatically deserve money just for doing this stuff, but you know, if I spend 2 months telling you that I've got more than enough money, then I'll have no money at the end of it, will I? It's that simple. I am a guy. Pan of potatoes. Let me show you. Let me show you. There's some potatoes. A little bit too much water actually, because I put the water in before I did the potatoes. Ideally, folks, I've got another potato that I've missed. I'll do that in a second. Ideally, you want just enough water to cover the potatoes. I used to think that more water was better. More water, get it hot, that's more energy swirling around overall. And that's true. That would be more energy overall. Just less efficient. Why put more energy in if you don't have to? But I got 1 extra potato that I just missed. I'm gonna cut that into 3. Alright, now we're gonna go. Okay, we're going to boil that for between 10 and 15 minutes, and then I'm going to roast. If I don't roast them straight away, I fear that I'll forget them, like I did on Christmas, over Christmas when I cooked. I forgot to roast the potato till the end. Oh. Hey Tina. Hey babe. Okay. I'm back, folks, I'm back. Let's sit down. Oh, you are okay. Tina's having a bit. I dropped a little piece of potato on the floor. Tina was requesting, she didn't just take it, she was sitting there looking at it and she was asking if she could have it. She's a good girl sometimes. Sometimes she just takes things that she's not allowed to. Another time she just sit and ask. So next will be what? Carrots, sprouts and broccoli, I think is what I've chosen for my Christmas dinner. No parsnips in the shop, folks. I was really surprised that there were sprouts. In the weeks leading up to Christmas, there were no sprouts until 2 days before Christmas. No, the day before. The first I saw them was on Christmas Eve. Suddenly I had sprouts, but they're still there, but the parsnips aren't. Do you know what, I'm at the Aldi, the first supermarket here. Do you know, there's 2 things I'm really surprised that they don't have. They have chilies and peppers, but they're all sweet. No pimiento, no spicy. They don't have spicy chilies or peppers. And the other one is the bread. They cook bread like farmhouse loaves, and they have a machine that will chop them, but they don't have a sliced white family loaf. And I'm to my English mind, it's the most bizarre shit ever. Whether it was sliced white or sliced brown, either way I would buy it. I don't want like a rustic farmhouse loaf that I've had sliced by a machine in the shop. It's just not what I'm there for. I want one of their nothing on earth will touch it. I've said in the past many times. I've commented many times about how nothing in nature will touch a sliced white family loaf. Sorry, I got a hiccup stuck halfway up. I've talked in the past about how nothing in nature will touch a sliced white loaf. Now that sounds bad. Often that's bad. You think you want fresh. You want the tramping. I don't want my bread going off after 3 days. I would rather have it for, you know, a month or 3 without going off. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm not in a rush to eat it. Ideally, I don't want it to go 3 months or more. But you know what I mean. I don't want it to go bad in 3 or 4 days, like a like a proper rustic loaf would. I can't shift this frog in my throat. Sometimes that's not what you're after. I don't know, folks. It might just be me. My circumstances are such that it's not like there's a family around when we're going to go through the lot for the next 2 days. It might take me longer. Proper real bread's going to go off after. You're stretching it if you get to 3 days. The Spanish throw away so much bread. You see by the bins, when I used to go around the bins in the early days of being homeless, you see so much bread. Basically, if yesterday's bread hasn't been used by today's breakfast, they throw it out and they go shopping for new. Often before eating the next morning, before eating breakfast. But you find so much bread thrown away, and it's just yesterday's bread. They just don't tolerate it. It's perfectly fresh. It's perfectly good. It's wrapped up fine. It's all, you're fine to pick it out of a bin and wipe it down and you know, and just eat it. I know some of you don't like my bin talk, but it is what it is. I did used to do the bins. I did used to get food in, on and around the bins. Preferably around, sometimes on top, either on top on the outside or on top of the stuff inside. But I wasn't above pulling a plastic bag from further down. If the bag is intact. Science, baby, science. If it's wrapped in plastic, it doesn't matter what it's next to, does it? Some things would put you off. There's dog poo next to it or a baby's nappy or something. Even though science is telling you it's fine. It's good. There's a plastic boundary. What's the word? There's a word. It's often used in place of condom for not anaphylaxis. What's it called? Someone. It's not anaphylaxis. It's what's a condom called? A phylactic. That's not the right word. I haven't got the word right. It just means boundary. It means impenetrable barrier. The word is used as a synonym for condom. Prophylactic. Yeah, there we go. Words, I do words. Sometimes I can do words when the brain's working. Prophylactic. The fuck. Cheers, folks. Oh, I can't drink out of that. I got the can upside down. How do you mix up prophylactic and anaphylaxia? Or anaphylactic? I guess sometimes you can know too many words and they can sound alike or have a similar rhythm. Phylactic, phylaxia. I'll plead the fifth, but I've got to bring up chat. I got to scroll quite a way back. Put a flower in there. That was when I was combing my hair, yeah? Are you coming to Strawberry Fair? Yeah, okay. Have one of those ozone devices from a Clive's older videos. His ozones and his he likes his UV and his ozone, doesn't he? For what's he call it at the start, where he'd take the purple light down him and sterilise. Yeah, sterilisation begins. I'll be honest, on a Monday I will bring my bedding out one at a time and do the same. Put them out in the ozone and the ultraviolet, and I got to turn the thing 4 times. If I've got a duvet, a big wide, you know, a 2 metre wide blanket folded in half, so it's only 1 metre wide. I got to do one side, do the other side, open it up, do the reverse and the other reverse. Yeah, but then switch to one of the other blankets kind of later. Yeah, I do that. Don't have ozone, carbon filter, a box of Arm & Hammer baking soda. Arm & Hammer. They used to advertise that. What was the at UK cinema? They'd have a break for a few adverts, and the advertising company's name would be the first thing they advertised, and I can't remember it. Wake up in the morning. So is the EcoFlow a bit small for the PV panel? On a good day, the panel with full sunshine can charge the EcoFlow from dead to full in 2.5 hours. And obviously you can get 7, 10, 12 hours, depending on time of year. You can get up to 12 or 14 hours of sunshine in the Northern Hemisphere. So is the EcoFlow a bit small for the panel? I would say that yes it is. Unless you can find a use for it on those heavier days. I've got a slow cooker, which in summer I can use to roast potatoes or do whatever, or make a soup or a stew. In winter, not so much. We only get, I think we get about like 4 of the usable hours, the strong usable hours in winter. We're just on the cusp at the minute of being able to start at 9:15, 9:30, if the weather's right. If the weather's right. So yeah, I would say the EcoFlow is a little bit underpowered for the size of the panel, a 100-watt panel. Yeah. In theory, I could get the best part of 500 or 600 watts from the sun that's available now. The EcoFlow stores 250, and then it's whatever you can use through the day while it's on. So at the minute I'm doing the fridge freezer thing during the day, because otherwise the watts are just going to waste. So set it to -40, leave it running full blast. See where you go from there. Nothing else for it really. Use the power. Whoa. Extrovert and introvert clothing. I think that's once I loosen up with a couple of beers, yeah, I think that's right. And from what I'm told, once I'm pissed, I am actual extra. You know when you get well, maybe you don't. I get the bar staff come up and tell me to quiet down a bit. I get loud. Not aggressive, usually, unless something goes really wrong. If something happens to set me off, I can be a twat. If you threaten my friend, I'm gonna get, and then I'm gonna be keyed up for the rest of the night. I don't calm back down afterwards from what I'm told. I am ready to go then. Not someone to be messed with once I'm in the mood. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Got two people walking past. One of them saw me and looked away straight away. So when they get here, they're probably not going to wave and say hello. They're gonna head down and ignore me. Let's see. Hola, buenos dias. Okay. I had to prompt them, but the guy saw me and looked straight down as he was walking past, and they were going to walk past unencumbered, unhindered. I find that kind of ignorant. It's acknowledging someone's presence visually, even if all you do is a little nod or the tiniest of wave. It says, "Hail fellow, well met. I mean you no harm. I hope you mean me no harm." To spot someone look away like, "Oh my God, this guy's evil. Oh my God, don't engage." Really? Don't engage because what? Because I might run 30 or 40 meters and hack you to death or something. Or what are you thinking? Don't engage because what? What do you think that ordinary guy just sat in a field is going to do to you? People, I don't always understand. Hence, me not being the most outgoing. Delta Force Mike is accurate. There are some... If I was to name a regiment, it wouldn't be Delta Force. I know you're picking that because of the Delta thing. That's just NATO phonetic alphabet. DM are my initials, so Delta Mike. But if I was to pick a regiment, it would be Parachute Regiment. I have 5 uncles and a father that were in the Parachute Regiment. Almost went myself, but I had a single mum who didn't want me to, and pound, smash, poke, prod. Hold on, got to scroll. Press, push, punch, slap, chop, bump, tap, flick, kick, click, lick, rub the like button. And consider subscribing, says my friend Farmer. Fabrizio, or lick it. No, we're not going to lick it. It was in the list, but no, don't do that. That's unhygienic. I know where your screen's been. I know where you've been while you've been watching your screen. I know that you wiped your ass and then clicked and held your phone. You thought no one saw and no one knew, but I knew. I know. As a man who hasn't used toilet paper for 2.5 years, 3 years, fuck. Literally not use toilet paper. I have wet wipes, but I don't use them for that. I haven't sat on porcelain for 3 years, folks. Come on. I'm not giving you all the details. You're always truthful. I try to be. Whoa, that's the wind, folks. You're sat on top of a plastic coffee jar. Can you have a plastic jar? I guess you can. I did yesterday. I bought a new coffee jar that is glass that's inside. That won't wobble about as much in the wind. Tina, shut the fuck up. What are we doing? I don't even know. There's nobody there. There's some kind of disco music in the distance. Maybe where I showed you where those cars were before. That looks like there's a party in someone's house. Always truthful. I try to be truthful. I'm sure I'm not always. There are things I don't tell you because, you know, specifics. Like the time I shot myself because I didn't get to the poo point quick enough. I didn't tell you about that. I'm telling you about it now by accident. But you don't need to know the details. Farmer is saying someone asked him to add lick and he's not sure if it was Mr. S or not, Mr. Shirafja, our Dutch friend. How's the family, Mr. S? Is everybody okay? I don't know how much you want to share, but you had a family member in hospital recently, yeah? Everything okay? Well, I'm hoping all's good and that recovery is progressing as these things should. Sometimes you can get infections and things go bad. I'm hoping we haven't got any of that. Better to sell it than to trade it in. Which EcoFlow do I recommend? I would say that for most people you want an EcoFlow River, but don't buy the basic the 1 kilowatt model. Go higher, 2 or 3 kilowatts. If you could add the extension batteries and go to 5 kilowatt hours, that for most, not for Americans, but for most people, 5 kilowatt hours will get you through a full 24-hour day of normal use. If you find yourself in a power cut and you're running on, you know, don't run everything as normal. Your fridge freezer can be turned off for 3 or 4 hours at a time. Then turn your EcoFlow on for an hour, and stage it like that. Stagger it. If the power cut is an on-off thing, if it's what they call load shedding, where they cut the power for a few hours, then they put it on. Charge your EcoFlow up from the mains in between. If not that, then from solar through the day. If not that, you can buy a generator for as little as €200. Just a little generator. And what you want to do is charge your EcoFlow, then turn the generator off. Don't be running a generator 24/7 on low load. Run it on a full load for 1 hour to top everything off. So EcoFlow Delta, what's it called, Pro or Max? There's a different. I don't have the website in front of me. EcoFlow Pro with something like 5 kilowatt hours of storage, 5,000 watt hours. A big enough solar panel to charge it in a day if there's sun. Tina, shush. And a 250, 300 euro generator to top it up if you don't have that. You can even top it up from a car. You can, mine can be charged from a car's cigarette port in 2 or 3 hours. 2 hours, I think. With the engine running. Don't be topping shit like that up from the cigarette port without having the engine running. It will draw 10 amps at 12 volts, that's 120 watts. It'll leave your battery dead within a half hour if you don't have the engine running. Yeah, there are other things you can do. There's an inverter that you can connect to a car battery and an engine with a power ring and draw even more power. But your cigarette socket can get you there. These are emergency. These are. I'm not going to say once in a lifetime, but once every 5 or 10 years, like Texas at the minute. 4 or 5 years ago, Texas is a warm state. It's at the southern tip of America. It doesn't expect cold weather, and so people died when the cold snap came. When an ice storm came, 4 or 5, people died. They didn't know how to keep warm. They went in their garage and turned the car on and sat in the car all nice and warm with a heater. Enclosed space, car engine running. Carbon monoxide is not your friend. Family of 5 wake up dead the next morning. some people object to my phraseology of waking up dead, and they will be too literal and point out, but they didn't wake up, did they? No, of course they didn't. You don't wake up dead. You're dead. They had a nice peaceful ride for the last half hour of their lives, folks. When you're suffering carbon monoxide poisoning, your body doesn't object. Your body doesn't fight it. It's nice. You slumber. You dive into it. You breathe more deeply. You're breathing it. It's actually pleasant. You don't want that. That's not where you want to be. Right, folks, my potatoes have been on roughly 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to go grab them and decide what the fuck I'm doing with them. I don't actually know. I've got some oil over there. I don't know what pan I'm doing them with. I've probably got stuff over here that needs washing. Give me a minute or two. I'll be back. I'm not leaving you. I am here. I'll carry on talking if I can. I guess they're going to go in my big frying pan. Last time I did them in 2 batches in small frying pan. This time then we're going to go with the big one. Here we go, folks. Here we go. We'll put this on the heat. Frying pan on. Oil's going in. Going in a full pan full. Not too deep, but a couple of millimeters. The entire pan. The water, what am I doing with water? I'm going to reserve the water into what? Here? Okay. I have a pan. I don't know if you can hear me, folks. I have a small pan. I'm going to reserve the water because that's going to be my gravy later. Oh, hey Tina. Oh, I need you to move, sweetheart. You're right under Tina. Over there. Over there, babe. Move. I don't want you. That's a good girl. Go over there. That's a good girl. I'm gonna empty the water from the potatoes, but I want to reserve it for later. So it's a thing. Hold on, babe. It's not that I don't like you. I'm not against you. It's a daddy thing. Protecting my girl, okay? Is that allowed? Can I protect my girl? Ah, that didn't work. That closed. That clunked close again. We don't want it closed. We gotta do the thing. I'm protecting my girl. Ah. Oh, there's more water than you know about. The rest can fuck off. The rest can go. No. Okay folks, I'm back. I don't know if you can see my shadow. Lid off. I want the steam to escape from the potatoes a little bit. I'm going to toss them about, trying to rough them up. I don't have a sieve to hand. There's probably one here somewhere. Go. Where's the sieve? Here's the sieve. I don't think it matters now. Too slow, too late. No biggie. Hey, I don't know how much of that you caught. So, I've put a good couple of millimeters of oil in a frying pan, my biggest frying pan, so there's no lid. That's a bit of an issue. I got fat, so I'm not deep frying, I am just pan frying, but with a fair bit of oil, not too much, because that shit's expensive nowadays. It's about €2 for a litre of it's just sunflower oil. I can't afford. People have donated olive oil, but I can't afford to be fucking wasting olive oil on fried or roasted potatoes. I've got if you look here, I got potatoes here. Look, I'm letting the steam come off because you don't want the water. That's how much water I kept for gravy. A little bit much, really. There was twice as much water as I need. Probably more than twice as much, maybe 3 or 4 times more water. I'll probably throw half of that away when it comes time to make the gravy. But I poured some of that away. I'm gonna, when I boil the carrots, sprouts, I'm gonna boil the carrots and the broccoli. I never remember that word nowadays. Something about being in Spain, I end up saying like green cauliflower. I've got actual cauliflower as well, but I think it's carrots and broccoli today. I'm going to use that same water for the carrots and broccoli, and then after that it's like a stock, isn't it? It's water that's had so much veg in, potatoes, carrots, broccoli. I'll use that water as the base for the gravy. Don't want to waste anything, don't want to be throwing shit away, don't want to be boiling stuff up more than I need to. The fat is, the oil is in the pan now, probably getting too hot. I'll throw these potatoes in. I think, I don't know, it's not the right size, but I've got this pan I've got this lid from this pan. This can go over the top as the lid over the frying pan. It's the best I can do. I can't cover the whole pan, but it'll cover most of the middle. So we'll do that. See how it is, folks? It's very much adapting, overcoming. What's your is it it's not the Rangers. Rangers go first is their motto, isn't it? Rangers lead the way. What's your Marines? Not just hoorah, but Marines have adapt, overcome, overpower or something like that. That's me. The parachute regiment of unstructured, which is ready for anything. Paratus, I think. Unstructured, ready for anything. You got to adapt. You got to overcome. You face. This is what you learn when you're homeless. You start off not knowing shit. I didn't know how to tie a knot except for a single overhand. Now I'm throwing around friction hitches and other. I'm trying to learn a bowline. You start off knowing fuck all, and you adapt. You try and pick shit up as you go. You have to. You don't just try to. The things you have to learn, you end up learning. I couldn't have put a tarp over a tent to begin with. Tying it down, putting it on in a wind, in a breeze, with the other half blowing away. And then you learn, and then someone teaches you a different way, and then you get some of these pegs, and now it's all just clipped on. And I had to adjust it for the first time in 6 months the other night. We had really strong winds, and things were really blowing and billowing about. Had to adjust it for the first time in 6 months. I'm going to go put my potatoes on. That beer's almost dead. I'm going to go get another. I may crack open the aniseed thing in a while. Bear with me, folks. I'm still here. I haven't abandoned you. I'll try and take you with me, maybe. Like I said, it's not a cookery stream. I don't want it to become... Like the other day I said it's not a cookery stream, and then it kind of became one, didn't it? I don't know. Oh, look at that fat. That fat is... That's fizzing. Oh, fuck. Let me... Oh, fuck. It's not just fizzing. Can you see this? Can you see this? It's not just fizzing. It's fucking smoking. It's ready to roll. I'm going to turn it down a bit if I can, but it might go off. See, there's quite a breeze. If I turn it down too much, the breeze will blow the flame out. So there's a balancing act. You can see that. You can see how bubbling and fizzing that is. Give me a second. I've turned it back to me. I'm going to put this in. That's fierce. Whoa! Look at that. Woo! Oh yeah, I told you. It's a little bit fierce. Let me get that lid that I was showing you a moment ago. Fortunately the fat cools down. It's almost big enough. Look at that. Almost. The lid. It's almost perfect. The lid almost fills the pan. Now, it misinterpreted my click. It misinterpreted my click. Putting those potatoes in the fat has cooled the fat down. It went with a terrible fizz initially. Let me go get... Oh, Tina's pooed. Tina, you've not just pooed, you've pooed and then dragged it around. And now I've left the stand for the phone over the other side of the camp. Hold on, folks. I won't bore you with details of Tina's output, but I will need a minute to deal with it. Bang! You didn't tell me. Here we go. You got to tell your daddy when you do these things, otherwise you drag it all around. Hold on. Hold everything. Here I come to save the day. Daddy Delta Mike is on the way. Super Mouse, I believe. If you're looking for a reference, I think Super Mouse is what you're looking for. Tina, that's everywhere. You've spread it far and fucking wide. Let me go get a beer. Let me get a beer. I missed the bus. We'll get it later. Clouds coming over. Okay folks, I'm back. Bear with me, it's not a teddy bear. Alright, can you see the sky? Let's have a look at this. It's been a pretty clear sky all day until now. We've suddenly got these bits. I don't even know what direction it's coming from. So we don't have a clear blue sky, we've got an occluded sky. That's a good word, occluded. I don't think I've made that up, I think that's a real word. So that's the potatoes boiled and now into... I would say they're into roast, but we all know that they're just frying really, like a chip pan. There's a goodly amount of them though. I've got the water that they were in as the base of a stock. Once I've cooked the carrots and broccoli next, and the sieve. You see the sieve here? The sieve. I'll put the sprouts in the sieve. So when that water goes in the pan with the carrots and the broccoli for a kind of 20-minute boil, I'll put the sprouts in for 5 or 10 minutes, pull that out, and then I'm going to halve the sprouts. And fry them off, possibly with a bit of bacon. Maybe. This is all... You've been here before? I kind of wing it. I kind of make shit up as I go. But I think frying halving my sprouts, frying them in a bit of bacon grease. I might not need the bacon grease though, because there might be fat left from the potatoes. I don't know how that's going to go yet. We'll see. Happy UnChristmas, folks. Let me say, cheers. Merry UnChristmas. It is January the 25th. I did not get a proper Christmas day, and therefore we are doing this thing. for better or for worse, I told myself, because I didn't get a good Christmas. Now, many thanks to my friend Anthony, who brought me a Christmas dinner on Christmas Day, because he could see I wouldn't be able to stand out here, and it honestly, folks, it absolutely fucking bucketed it down. Torrential rain 22 hours of the day, from 4 in the morning until 2 o'clock the next morning. Torrential rain. There was maybe quarter of an hour where it slacked off, and it didn't stop. It lessened to the point where I could walk the dog, and then I had to get a towel and get her back into bed, toweled down and dried off. Both of us, not just her, me as well. It wasn't just Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and I think the 27th or the 28th I came out and cooked. When you watch that video where I cooked a Christmas dinner, that was maybe the 28th. I'm not sure. You'd have to look at the video. And the rest of the Christmas and New Year period carried on being maybe not as rainy as that, but overcast, threatening rain, actually raining at times. It was pretty shit. I only put my Christmas tree lights on about 3 times over Christmas, and only for like half an hour at a time. Having to preserve power because tomorrow's supposed to be no sun. So that whole period. So this is why I'm doing this. Happy Christmas, or happy UnChristmas. That is the genesis of it. And being a YouTuber, any excuse. Oh fuck, there's my oil falling off the table. Give us a second. Where'd it go? Hold on. Shit fell off, but not that shit. Where is it? Hey Tina, where's my bottle of oil? I can't see it anywhere. Here's the bottle. I got it. There it is. Okay, let me stir this all up a little bit. Let me stir it up a little bit. Oh, big bird, big bird. Hello, you. Welcome, lady. Hello, Tina. Let me, hey folks. Here I am. Here she is. The star of the show, really. We all know it. I only pretend to be the star. Here's my girl. Hey, babe, you don't get around much, do you? You can't move much nowadays. Here we go, folks. Tina, go. Hey, babe. Can I get a kiss? Nom, 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 nom. Daddy get a kiss or a cuddle? How's about we put the phone out here? I've got no idea whether you guys can see it. Can I get a kiss? Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. I don't know if the people can see that. Oh, thanks. Nom, 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 nom. Kisses for Daddy. Thank you. Thank you for kisses. Oh, now I gotta stand back up. There was a time, folks, some of you won't believe this, there was a time where I could stand up from squatting like that. There was a time where I could stand up without making a noise. No, nowadays there's a noise when I stand up. It's part of the charm of the channel. I almost used my real name there. Tina shush. It's okay, it's just nice people walking past. It's nice people. Hola, buenos dias. Keep your head down, pretend I'm not talking to you. Got a kid with him, but even so, what do you think? I'm going to come and attack him and his kid? I'm a tramp, I'm not a fucking animal. My panel needs moving. If you can see, folks, my solar panel has a shadow down the left side and along the bottom as we look. If I bring the EcoFlow out, keep it connected to the freezer, put it roughly where the panel is now, and move the panel over here to this, where this bottle is. We'll have sun for another hour and a half. And even then, we have an option of going over the other side of the field if the EcoFlow ends up low. Just bear with me. I will be about 60 seconds, I would guess. Don't leave. I know that just looking at an empty sky behind, it's not fascinating, is it? But bear with me. Give a tramp a chance. Oh. Out. I'll leave I'll leave that connection. Leave that connection. Leave that. Grab that. Plug that. Okay. Move this as far as we can. Alright, is that? And this. Do this over here. Whoa. Whoa, yeah. I love you more and more each day. Even though you're oh, yeah. Come on. Let's put half of the pressure on there. Go there. And there. That'll do the job. That'll do it. Oh. Hey folks, me again. Oh, there we go. I've moved the that bush there is holding it up with it open. Those 2 bottles of water, the other half. But just as the sun did its thing and decided to not play ball. Who knew? Let me go and get the carrots, broccoli and sprouts, I think. I'll be back in a moment with those and we'll make a start. The carrots need the most work. I don't have to peel the broccoli or the sprouts, I don't think. They're all brand new. Peel the carrots, peel and chop top and tail the carrots, and we'll see where we go from there. Look, we're in the sunshine again. The sun just came back out from behind that bit of cloud. It looks like the cloud is moving south and it's coming from that's the weather that's coming from the north by the looks of things. We shall have to see. Give me a moment, I'm going to go get the next round of veg in readiness. Hey, Tina girl. Tina girl. Daddy said this girl. I got you. Oh, ow. Oh, oh, ow. Come on, carrot. Carrots, broccoli, sprouts. Oh. Here we go, Tina girl. I got the carrots. I got the broccoli, I got the sprouts. I managed to find everything. I found everything. Okay, folks. This way. Hello. Carrots. No, quite. 2, maybe 3. Hello, what are you barking at? No one there. Two or three of those first slices have ended up on the floor. Guess who? Hey babe? Don't need. No? Today she doesn't like carrots. This is the ASMR stream, folks, where you listen to the veg being peeled. What's it called? Autosomal meridian. I can't remember what the R stands for. It's that tingly spine chilling or spine tingly feeling that you get sometimes, especially if someone has a soft voice. Hello my lovelies, here we are peeling carrots. Ooh, ah, not my thing. I do get the spine tingles sometimes. I think it's a silly name, the autosomal meridian blah 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 blah. It's not a manly enough name. I'm going to take a 4th carrot with hindsight. Take a bit more carrot. You never know. You can always do the next day. If you watched the video where I talked about the order that I've put in with Temu, I've put of the 10 things that I'm buying, 4 of them are to do with peeling and chopping. I think I went a little bit overboard on the peeling and chopping side of things. What can you do? Tramping a fucking field, folks, you know? You know. Oh, that's not a bin, that's a bin. I got a drone over the head somewhere. It went past. I get them quite regularly. People seem to be quite interested in what the tramp's up to. They like to fly them overhead and come back time and time again and have a look at, you know, at how the camp is evolving. How much mess I'm making, basically. is what I think they are. I think they're surprised that it reduces over time. It gets worse, and then given a couple of months it gets better. I've just taken a couple of big bags of the plastic bottles from the water, the 8 litre and 5 litre and 8 litre water bottles away. So this one big, I think it's 150. It's either 100 or 150 litres plastic bin bag full of all of the bin bags that have built up over the last, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months. Then they go away all at once, and so it's not the dump people think it is, you know. Hold your knife, folks. Your finger goes here. Don't hold here. You don't have as much control. Finger alongside the blade, thumb the other side. That's how you hold a chef's knife. Mine isn't as sharp as it should be because tramping a field, folks. Tramping a field. What can I say to you? I do the claw method though. My claw's quite good. I have no worries or fears about the blade. I don't have 3 hands, so I can't show you. But I'm not a bad chopper. Made up word. Neologism alert, folks. A neologism alert. A chopper. Someone who choppers for a living. It does take a bit of force to push the knife through, I'll be honest. It's not great until you catch your fingernail, your fingernails, and you find yourself slicing through a fingernail. Sharp enough to do that at the pressure that I'm doing, but it's not often. Because of the claw. I haven't checked on those potatoes that are frying for a while, have I? Let me go and do it. Well, I'll take you with me. I'm not hiding anything from you. If I fuck up and burn something, you'll see it. Like the other day with the onions, I left them a little bit too long, didn't I? Oh, look at this. Some of these are bitching. There we go. I needed my fish slice, my spatula. Yeah, look, some of them are a little bit. Some of them are just a little bit overdone. A little bit too many of them, to be honest. Okay. There's a certain sweetness comes from the caramelization. Let's leave it at that. I won't complain if you don't complain. A little bit too much. Okay. Well, we got Tina go. Hey, babe. We gotta go put a pan of hot water on in a minute. Oh, these are coming out a little bit thicker than the previous. I'm in a rush to get this carrot done because of the potatoes over frying a little bit. I guess. I wasn't consciously doing it, but it looks like I would say subconsciously. Some of you would say unconsciously. We can argue about subconscious versus unconscious another time. There's the water for that. Where's the big pan itself? Right here. Here's the pan. Big pan. The water that I kept from earlier that should still be warm. Not hot, but warm. That goes in. The carrots. Let's get the carrots on. I want the carrots and I want the broccoli, not the florets. I want to do the stalks first. The stalks are the best part of broccoli. Similar with cauliflower. The stalks are where it's at, folks. The florets are nice, don't get me wrong, I like the florets. But if you want the nicest part of the broccoli, it's the stalks. Really it is. The goodness is here. This bit. And this time, because I haven't had them in the cupboard for 2 weeks, I don't have to shave them down and take just the outside. Hi, Bob. Tina's okay. No? No? Oi! I got two lumps. Lumps are technical term. Tina! No. Cut a flat area, turn it, lay it on the flat area, and now slice it as thin as you can. Tina, no. Tina! Daddy said no. No. Cut second stalk. Same thing. Cut a flat edge. Lay it down. Now cut as thin as you can. Basically laminate and then lay them all down as one and halve them or halve them or third them, do what you need to do. Here's what you end up with, folks. That's the best part of the broccoli. This stuff, this is also run. I'll have it. But it's an afterthought. This is the real stuff. Just this. Don't care what any of you say. Bag of sprouts. I just failed to open it. I'm not man enough to open it without cutting it. Here's what I'm going to do. Half a bag. Half a bag roughly. Into a sieve or a spider or a slotted spoon, whatever you've got. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to lay that on top. Yeah. I'll be honest, a few too many of those potatoes are overdone. I've burnt the potatoes. Let's tell it how it is. I've left them too long. The potatoes are a little bit overdone. Such is life. Merry Christmas, or Merry UnChristmas. Let me try and catch up with chat. I'm going to bring it here. I'm not sure I can read with a. Have you made your whiskey cream? No, I didn't buy. So when I went shopping yesterday, I bought more than I could carry as it was. I didn't even buy the whiskey. I bought the aniseed spirit, 35% proof that I said I was going to buy. I'm already halfway through it, so I made a good effort at that. But I didn't buy the whiskey. Maybe next week, or maybe next Christmas, next UnChristmas, February 25th. Maybe we'll do it then. No, I didn't get that far, and I'm a little bit annoyed at myself. I've just burnt the roast potatoes. Burnt some of them. A little bit annoying. Weather looks nice, mate, says Everyday Prepper. Steve, how you doing, pal? Yeah, weather's gorgeous, to be honest. I mean, we had cloud a couple of minutes ago, but that's moved on. There's a cloud moving off. It's only a temporary thing. There's the sun. Here's the sky all around. Let me do I'll do a full 360 for you. Now we're facing east and south. That was off to the west and the north with the garage, the petrol station, what have you. But yeah, no, we're standing on my own shoelaces, folks. I'm down. If you remember, a few months ago, I had like 7 different pairs of shoes in the tramp camp. I'm down to my last pair. Everything fell apart in quick succession. If you're over here, folks, pair of shoes, you know. I was always 8, maybe 8.5 UK. We're going to go 42, 43. I would probably go 43 or 44 over here, to be honest. They're never quite what they say they are. But if you're here and you've got some shoes you're throwing away, I'll take them. I don't want new. Don't bring me new shoes. That's no use to me. I won't make real use of them. There was Steve. Folks, Everyday Prepper, go find his channel on YouTube. Down to earth everyday preparedness. It's not disaster survival. It's not end of the world. He's specifically, it's prepping for Tuesday, not for doomsday. There's a difference, as somebody once said. Hashtag Michael, hello everyone, have you had your, okay, that was the whiskey cream. I haven't made a Bailey's yet, no, but I will. It is, I mean, there's not a lot to it. As far as I can tell, cream, milk, whiskey, sugar, and powdered coffee, instant coffee. That'll get you 90% of the way there. Getting the balance right, blah, 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 who cares? Are you going to notice? It gets you drunk. It'll do what you need it to do. What's Tommy Tombstone saying? Have stumbled into ASMR space on YouTube once or twice. Figured folks use it for sleep. I think I prefer a book in that case. Yeah, it's been taken over by the porno girls, hasn't it? On what's it called? I've got the number 1 in my head, and I don't think that belongs there. What's it called? There's a whole different area where you go for the girls, and you pay the girls, and they take their kit off. I don't remember what it's called. Shows my naivete, and it's not false. I'm not faking this. What's it called? OnlyFans. I did a fan video. I did an OnlyFans piss take once, didn't I? If you look back, there is a Delta Mike OnlyFans video. My friend Damien brought me a ring light with a fan in the middle. And I did an OnlyFans video. It's the only fan you'll ever need. There we go. I got there in the end. I remembered the name of it. What more do you want? I got to go check on these things. I think I need to take the chips out of the burnt roast potatoes out of the oil. Don't want to leave them in cold oil. That would be even worse. They are, about 30% of them are really burnt. Took my eye off. I was too busy talking to you lot. Took my eye off the goal. Where are we? guess they're going into a Tupperware. Some of them are fucking black bright. There's no shit, there's no disguising it, folks. Some of them are just too far gone. Some of them are just going in the bin, I think. Oh, burning my fingers. What do you got? You got a spoon or a spatula? What do you got? Tongs. Tongs will do the job. Okay, I'll pick out the nice ones. I will present you with nice stuff. Oh man, 2/3 of it are just solid fucking charcoal. That's how long I left it. Oh really? Not good, not good. Some of them have got one side that's kind of presentable out of the 4 sides that you typically have. The rest are gone. Oh wow. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Fuck. Guys. What can I say? Here we go. Are you ready? Here's the good ones. Here's the good ones. The ones that have got some light brown on at least one face. The rest are fucking charcoal briquettes. Sorry, it took that as a misclick. I didn't misclick. They're perfectly edible. They're nice on the inside. You just have to get past the charcoal outer layer. Let me see. Hot, 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 hot. What's cooking? It's going to be a Christmas dinner, Tom. Tommy Tombstone. I'm celebrating an UnChristmas. So basically it's going to be a Christmas dinner on the... I'm going to do this the 25th of each and every month through the year. Because my Christmas was kind of ruined. Kind of, don't get me wrong. I had a good enough time, but Christmas Day itself didn't really happen. I chopped up and boiled some potatoes, which I've now fried stroke roasted. Over roasted, some of them are a little bit burnt. Currently boiling some carrots, broccoli and sprouts. The sprouts I'm going to chop in half in a little while. After 5 or 10 minutes in, I'm going to chop the sprouts up and roast those. I wondered about doing them with bacon. I may or may not pull my bacon out and do the sprouts with bacon. And then I think it's Yorkshire pudding again. I've got to have another go. Sooner or later I will get something that approaches the fucking right mix of a Yorkshire pudding. And then I've got some turkey breast that's in slices, it's in steaks. I do have some chicken thighs or chicken drumsticks as well. But I think I'll save those for another day. That's going to be my attempt. I'll do a turkey gravy or a chicken gravy again. Maybe less lumpy. Am I live? I can't see a thing, folks. My phone decided to go off and I don't know why. Am I low on power? If I'm low on power, I can't even see that I'm low on power. Oh, where are you? Battery power 4%, I think it says. Oh shit. I have no way to come back from that. Hold on, what can I do? All I can do is unplug from the fridge. Hold on. Bring the whole thing with me. I don't even know which way you're looking. Are you looking at me or are you looking away? I don't know. Oh, Tina girl, what's Daddy gonna do? It's all a fuck up. It's all a fuck up. Tina likes the burnt roasties. I got no idea what's going on, folks. Apparently I'm down to 4%. And then and then it cut out. I've had to disconnect the EcoFlow from the solar panel and everything else. Bring it over here. The 25th and the following days were wet, says Tommy Tombstone. He is correct, yeah. Oh, yeah, Europeans do the 24th, so it didn't cross their mind until now. I was going to cook on the 24th, but I was running late, so I didn't. I need some salt and pepper. A lot of the ones I've rescued are still quite charred on some of the sides. They're still going to be... I let it go too long, did I? Fucked up. Live on the interwebs. Tommy Tombstone, the weather has changed abruptly. It was bright and sunny a minute ago, but here comes wind and rain. Yeah, when we get the wind here, it's like that. Comes out of nowhere, rips the tent and everything apart. But yeah, the last few days, I mean, we had a day of terrible. I think Thursday was solid wind. Maybe Wednesday as well. But even after we've had, just at random, you'd get 5 or 10 minutes and then it'd die back down again. My roasters are still nice, folks, if you can get past the outer coating. They're not as bad as they look. Hey, Tina. Tina likes them. I can survive them. I haven't had one of my aniseeds yet while we've been here. Don't let me forget this time. I've got stuff boiling and then I want to take the sprouts out and fry. Sorry, roast. The difference between roasting and frying is kind of lost on me, to be honest. As long as you don't leave them too long like I just did. They're about the same effect. Don't know that you can taste the difference. We had tons of rain over 5, it says miles and then utes, so I think you were trying to type 5 minutes and the autocorrect got in the way. Tons of rain over 5 minutes this morning where I am in the UK. Then it was mild rest of the day. And that's Naismith. Hello. Another friend from over on Big Clive, Big Clive and Scruff Dog, I missed last night. And I blame this stuff. 1 litre of 35% by volume spirit, €7.50. It's about 8 or 9 quid for a litre of 35% proof. Proof, it doesn't belong in percent, but you know what I mean. I woke up at 2:30. Scruff had finished half an hour before. No harm done. You didn't miss anything by not having me there. I'm the least technical of the technical family. Honestly, I am. I'm... When you guys are talking, I'm the bike shedder. You could be discussing some wonderful big factory, machinery, refinery. You could be discussing the ins and outs. I got nothing to add. I'll join in the conversation about what colour should the bike shed be. That's about my level. I am what in management terms is called the bike shedder or bike, yeah. That's about it. I can program computers a little bit, do a little bit of internet security. But when it comes to manifolds and pistons and timing gizmotrons, I've got no, I don't fucking, you show me an engine and it's magic to me. I've got no fucking clue. No clue whatsoever. Let's have a look. We had tons of rate of 5, okay, over 5 minutes. I saw that, didn't I? I saw that. I've read that out already. Yeah, from Big Clive and yeah. It was quite a good stream. Yeah, I'm gonna watch back the both of them, Big Clive and Scruff Dog. I just literally, I think I fell asleep somewhere around 6:30, 7 o'clock last night. For whatever reason, we can discuss the specifics. I killed myself doing some shopping, and this was part of it, but I bought more than I could carry. I had to stop and rest. I honestly, on the third rest, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I left the dog home. I couldn't even imagine taking her with the amount that I thought I was going to buy. I thought I was going to take the old lady shopping trolley. And I didn't even do that in the end. I decided, fuck it, no, I'm a man. I can carry this shit. I'm not an old lady. I don't know how it works when you get in the shop. You have to park the trolley. You have to put a coin in a chain. I don't know what it is or how it works. It's a little bit like the shopping trolleys used to be with the coinage, but there's no coinage involved now in the shopping trolleys. Even that stung me. There's a paved area immediately outside the shop. I went around somebody. I went off the paved area on the tarmac. The wheels locked up like that. You don't even get to take your shopping trolley to the car, apparently. As soon as you leave the paved area, they lock up. And I had to do it before I realised what was going on. I thought I'd just got a naff trolley, first one. But then I took a second one, and the guy in front of me did the same thing. We had to go around somebody, and he by being polite and going around, he fucked us up, both of us. But it got me a second time. Slow to learn sometimes, folks. I consider myself quite bright. What do you do? Naismith fell asleep 5 minutes after Scruff Dog started, yeah, so that's about 10:30, 25, 20, no. Okay, 11:30 my time, 10:30 in the UK. Oh, plus or minus 5 minutes. Is it vodka or something else? It's it claims to be, it's not vodka, no. It's an aniseed, it's not a liqueur, it's an aniseed spirit, 35% by volume. And as you can see, I did quite well at it yesterday. I was, at the start of the show, I was trying to claim I was about a third of the way through it, but I think I'm about halfway, to be honest, if you look proper. Don't look too closely. I only drank about 3 cans of beer yesterday, because of the aniseed spirit. I've been calling it licorice liqueur or Old Christmas, but it's not a liqueur and it's not licorice. The anise, yeah. I'd never sampled it. I didn't know about it, but I know the French do one. Is it pastiche? They do. That is more. I think that's more aniseed and licorice. I think that's. But this is clear white, and I love it. It grabbed me though. It did grab me. Hi babe. A little bit for you. Teeny bit. Oh, that's a good girl. It's starting to get dark, cooks, and I haven't checked on this veg yet. How long ago did I put the veg in? I wanted to give it 10 or 15 minutes and then lift the sprouts out. The sprouts need their own thing. I haven't even thought about a Yorkshire pudding yet. I might not bother. I've got to get done before the sun goes down, don't I? Give me a minute. No. Tina, no. Oh, it's going on the floor. Where's the chopping board? Where's my chopping board? No. Babe, no. At the start of proceedings I had a chopping board and now I don't. How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. It's not here at all. I don't get it. Ouch. It's not on the table. It's not on the chairs. I haven't put it over there. Where? I got no clue for it. I had a chopping board at the start of today and now I don't. What does Tina think? No, oh, there it is. Okay. Let's put these, burnt as they are, let's put these in with the others. I'll just have to stomach it. They taste nice enough. I don't know. They taste nice enough. Oh yeah. Ho. Yeah. What does Tina say? Uh-oh. Where are you, babe? You're underneath where I want my legs to be, yeah? Of course you are. Hey, babe. Move. Tina's in the way, obviously. I just had to put these burnt ones in with the other ones because I had nowhere else to put them. A little bit charcoal. Tina likes them still. So the carrots and the broccoli stalks are cooked. I've just put the sprouts and a few broccoli florets in to cook. I guess we'll see. Not exactly proud of the, you know, my roast potatoes. Not exactly proud of that. Took my eye off the ball for 5 minutes, folks. Again. What do you do? Tom doesn't like the anise liqueur. I love it. I find it so more. Hence, half a bottle in a day. Between a third and a half. Draw your own line. Let's say 40% if we want to be kind to a tramp in a field. Let's call it 40%. Somewhere between a third and a half. I think it's near a half, to be honest. But it was quite a good stream. Big Clive yesterday, I'm sure it was. I'm going to catch up with both of them. I'm going to watch them both tonight. I did one on Friday night that was 7 hours. And I'll be honest, it was effortless on my part. Sometimes I run out of things to say and I have to kind of beg the audience for topics and questions and comments. No problem on Friday night. I just went with it. I went off on so many tangents and tangents from tangents. Some of them I didn't know how to get back. To me, that's a sign of a good stream. When my tangents lead off, and then tangents from tangents from tangents from tangents from tangents. Sometimes I remember the path and I can retrace and finish off each point I was making. Sometimes I'm left there and I've got no fucking clue how I got there. And yeah, it happens. It does happen. But they're always, I enjoy when I watch it back, I always enjoy myself. I mean, I'm a little bit arrogant with that, but I do enjoy myself. So there was an issue. Fell asleep 5 minutes after Scruff Dog started. Is it vodka? I think I answered that. Spaniards love their anise liqueur, or liquor. Yeah, they do, Tom, they do. So do I. I enjoy it very much. So it's the first time in a month that I've been to the supermarket. Prior to that, I went almost a year without going to a supermarket because frankly, people bring me things. People help me. People bring stuff. I had a bit of extra cash this time because just after Christmas and all the donations and things from you lot. So thank you, everyone who's ever donated to a tramp living in a field. Thank you very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. I know I joke about and I take the piss a bit, but Roger says, looks nice there, wet and cold here. Yeah, I know you've got a little bit worse, haven't you, mate? You're further south. I never remember the exact city that you're on. It's got S's at the beginning. Semilina. What's it called? Spanish town in the Spanish city in the southern bit of the country. No, we had a cloudy start to the day, but it got out nice in the end. A little bit cloudy again now, a little bit mixed. And I ran out of power on the phone and I had to bring the phone over, so I've disconnected the EcoFlow from the solar panel, just so that I could carry on talking to you guys. My phone doesn't like it once I'm below 5% apparently. So here we are. I got stuff cooking severely. See, I told you I had a sir at the beginning. Seville. Sorry, mate. I've guessed worst in the past, haven't I? Oh yeah, let me go. It's sprouts I've got frying at the minute. I need to go and toss my sprouts, as it were. Not a euphemism. You're telling your own jokes now, aren't you? Get off the ground. Where is it? Tina, no. Where's the fish one? Oh, it's there. Again. Hey babe, you gonna let me in? Hey, going through. You don't want daddy standing on your paws, you got to move. Overdone the sprouts again, folks. Everything in the frying pan today is getting burnt. What can you do? Hopefully I won't burn the turkey when I bring that out. It's only steaks, it's turkey breast steaks. Do you want that one, Tina? Of course you do. Even with the charcoal briquette outside. Okay folks, I've got about half a beer. We've got just over half an hour before the sun goes behind the buildings, and another half hour after that before it goes dark. So I've got to get finished a little bit quickly. I don't think I'm going to bother with the Yorkshire pudding today. I don't think so. It's more hassle, and then it has to sit for a while, and then you got to cook it, and they've never worked out yet. I've had enough go wrong today, I think. I'm going to kind of call it quits with what we have. I'm going to cook my turkey next. So I've got roast potatoes that are a little bit burnt. Some of them are only a little bit burnt. Most of them are a lot burnt. I have broccoli stems rather than the florets. Broccoli stems, carrots, and I've got Brussels sprouts currently roasting, frying, roasting, whatever you want. Potatoes, so let's recap. Potatoes, broccoli, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and I'm gonna fry off some turkey. That will be my Christmas-ish dinner. UnChristmas-ish dinner. For January 25th, 2026. Not the greatest, but okay. For a tramp in a field trying to make a Christmas dinner on a single ring. What can you do? Okay. I think I'm about to run out of this beer. I may go and pour myself a red wine for my UnChristmas dinner. What do you think? Oh, gravy. I haven't talked about gravy. I used the same water from the potatoes. I used the same water from that for the other veg. the broccoli sprouts and carrots. So that gravy can go, that water can go into my Bisto granules with a bit of red wine, I think, yeah? And that can form maybe a bit of butter. What do you think to a bit of butter? You can never beat the guys from Farlow will always, and even Chef Jean-Pierre, they'll always add a bit of butter to a sauce at the end. Maybe I'll learn from the masters, yeah? I'll learn a little bit. I'll get the timing wrong, I burn things, whatever, but that's a nice roast. Oh! It was a nice roast potato before I threw it on the floor. Just a second. Hold on. You remember your dad did that when you were a kid, yeah? It's gorgeous. Doesn't matter, it's a little bit caramelized on the outside. It's gorgeous on the inside. Hi, babe. Tina. Yeah, Tina loves it. Folks, tramp in a field. Waste not, want not. I'm going to go stir my sprouts, and then I think I'm going to fetch my red wine out. I don't think I'm going to have the aniseed right now. I'm going to have the red. I think red wine is more appropriate for a Christmas dinner, or an un-Christmas dinner. Skål! Tommy Tombstone. Skål! Let's have a look. I'll keep the tweezers. What do you call them? They're not tweezers. What are they? Tongs. When they're smaller, they're tweezers. When they're this big, they're tongs. No, turkey is ever present in supermarkets. There's always turkey. What amazed me this time was that there were Brussels sprouts in the supermarket in January. In December, I couldn't find them until until Christmas Eve. I could not find Tina. I could not find Brussels sprouts or parsnips. No parsnips now, but we've still got Brussels sprouts. I've got smoke over there. Let me go and look at what I got to look at. What do I need to do, Tina? Shit's happening. What do I need to do? Oh, they've all gone a bit, haven't they? They've all gone a little bit dark again. Okay. Let's take that off there. Oh, fuck. Yeah, everything's burnt again. Okay. What was left? Carrots, broccoli. I'm gonna go get something. What do I need to cook still? Is it just the gravy? Wait there. Very nice. Let me get the gravy granules. Where are they? They're out there already. Are they? Hold on. They're not inside, are they? They're outside already. They are. Look, here they are. I got them. They're already outside. Oh, let's go. Here we go. It's okay. Oi, Tina, no. It's okay. Tina's okay. Oi! I said no. Shut the fuck up. No. Tina, no. No. Oi! No. Yeah. Unity. We got a bit too much in the gravy. Again. Everything's a bit too much. A bit too overdone, a bit too this, a bit too that. Okay. Okay. No. Oi! I said no. Oh. Ho ho. Ho ho. Where's the lid? Hold on. Wait. Enough. I've lost the lid. What the fuck have I done? Shut up! Now! Fuck. That hurt. Haha. I've got no clue. It's not here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, you done another poo. You didn't tell me. Wait. It's okay, babe. I got you covered. Daddy's here. That's what I'm here for, look. Clean up Tina poo. Okay, don't tell anybody. Let's not tell the internet that you just shit where you sat. I won't tell if you don't tell. Oh, I missed the bag. Hold on. There we go. I got you, babe. Got his job. Got his job. Here we go. Okay, folks, I'm back. I didn't get another beer yet. I'm going to go do that in a minute. I had things, my sprouts are very, very burnt on the bottom. I guess I spent too long talking with you lot and not watching the food. Not timing it right. Not the best example of cooking in a field with a tramp, if I'm honest. But burnt roast potatoes, burnt sprouts. I got the carrots and the broccoli stems. Those are fine. Broccoli stems and carrots are fine. They'll need a bit of a warm up. I've decided against doing the Yorkshire pud. I got the gravy on. Let's see how that goes. So far it's just Bisto. I thought about putting a bit of onion in. Then I thought against it. Could put a bit of flour in to thicken it up a bit more. We'll see on that one. It's all a bit of a... well, there's a word. I'm not going to use it. It's all a bit suboptimal, let's say that. What's Tom saying? Let me scroll back. At times there's loads of things I would have thought was, times there's loads of things I wouldn't expect in a supermarket, and at other times it's full of things I wouldn't, that I would have thought was universal. There's a couple walking past, were looking but I didn't see them in time. Sorry folks, wasn't ignoring you. I'm just busy elsewhere. Tom had a hard time looking for lamb or mutton. Thought he hoped it would be an inexpensive stew. Yeah, I don't see a lot of lamb. Don't see a lot of sheep. You get cheese, the sheep's cheese, or vecho, or however it's spelled. You get sheep cheese. I don't often see lamb or mutton. No, that's true. Lots of beef, lots of pork, and all of the different flavors and variants of pork and bacon and hams. They're all there. Rabbits, turkey, chicken. I said rabbit, yeah. Rabbit's a biggie. I almost bought rabbit yesterday, but I spent 60 euros, folks. I was worried about running out of money on my card. And I've got to keep it. I don't want, because I bought, what did I buy? I bought the chicken thighs, the chicken legs, drumsticks, and I got the turkey breast steaks. I figured that was enough for I go months without eating meat. I have tuna or out of the tin, tuna or salmon. Occasionally someone will give me a tin of pork, and I've got in there at the minute, I've got a what's it called? Argentinian beef, corned beef. Doesn't have corn in. It's a misnomer. To corn something is to chop it up really fine. So corned beef is just beef chopped up really fine, like grated essentially. Possibly mixed with some other things, but the name itself, to corn something, is just to cut it into corn-sized bits. Who knew? Because spam means spiced pork and ham. I figured that corned beef meant the beef had been mixed with corn, you know, to kind of water it down, to no, apparently not. Who knew? Not me. Look at that one. That's very, very black. I'm eating that one next. Back in a minute. That was done. No, I guess not. We're going to put everything in the pan together to warm up. Is that alright, Tina? We put everything in the pan together to warm up. What do you got? Ouch, ouch. I forgot about the potatoes. Let's take those over. Oh. Okay. Okay. won't do. I didn't add any wine to them yet. I'm not going to, I don't think. Not bothering with the wine. Let me go get a beer. Or maybe I just get wine for me. It is Christmas after all. I'll get a wine. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Okay, folks. Been away for a minute or three. Cardboard, red wine of a cardboard box. Cardboard, as we say around these parts. I'm just crunching on a bit of raw broccoli that was left laying around unattended. Tinano, let me pour, I don't know, fifth of a litre, 200 mils maybe, don't know. I don't really measure, folks. I got the broccoli. I did pick the pan off the hob. I used a cloth, but the handle of the pan was really, really hot. I think I got a burn. On top of everything else that went wrong today. Don't cook like me. So at the minute I've got some burnt roast potatoes, I've got some burnt sprouts, a little bit of broccoli, carrots, a little bit more broccoli. Those are warming up on the pan. I've got some gravy, chicken gravy, without my red wine, but I've got red wine in the glass here. And we're going to have that now over the next half hour. I'll show you the plate when it's finished. I won't make you what I said in the past, because I haven't got teeth. When I chew, my face gets quite, it's not good to watch. I'll try not to inflict that upon you too much. But I will eat my dinner as such as I will show you my dinner as it is, burnt bits and all. And then I will leave you. And then tonight, about 10, maybe 10:30 my time, 9:30 in the UK, 4:30 Eastern in the US and Canada. I'll come back and we'll have the weekly Sunday night TrampCast, folks. Okay? I know we haven't had too many viewers here now. But if you could hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Always appreciated. Let me go and look at my food. I haven't even finished wiping my plate, I don't think. My plate's back here in need of a quick wipe. Hey, babe. That's not even the plate I'm using, is it? This is the plate. And the ladle. Okay. Oh! I haven't cooked the turkey yet. Hold on. What am I doing? I didn't get my turkey out. Wait a minute. What did you? Everything's ready except for the fucking main star of the show. My glasses. took my glasses off me. Okay folks, there's one addition. It's the main star of the show. Come here. Hold on. It's only the star of the show. Parvo. In Latin, parvo means peacock. But a turkey once upon a time was seen as being like a peacock hen because of the way its tail flares up at the back. So parvo in Spanish is turkey. I'm going to do 2 or 3 of these steaks. I forgot entirely. Let me go do that now. Who knows? Can I do in this pan? Do I need another pan? I don't know what I need. Okay. Hey, yeah. Okay. Come here. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ouch. 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 Is that you? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Give me a minute. I'll take a couple of things back inside. The broccoli florets. Where's the bag? The bag doesn't hold them anymore. They burst open. The broccoli florets are all over the place. Okay. I don't know what to do with them. That'll do. Okay. There's a few stems we can take. Okay folks, just got to take a few things inside. I will be back with you in 30 seconds. Did I get a can of beer before? I don't think I did. That one's empty. I did bring wine out. I have got red wine. I'm going to grab a can of beer while I'm there. 200 drinking folks. Come on. Let's do this thing. 200 drinking. Oh. Almost got to have Oh, there we go. Hello, you. Hey, Tina. Me again. Oh, let's put you down here. If I can, on top of the coffee rather than on top of the hot chocolate. What have I missed? Bit back a bit more. Last weekend I had time looking for lamb or mutton. What I hoped would be an inexpensive stew. At last I found some skinny cuts priced the same as large cuts of beef, so won't be repeating the dish. Especially the produce section can have surprises in store. I've even seen liver spread on pate made of parvo, turkey pate, but pricey, so I got a classic one. Yeah, if the cheap cuts and the cheap stuff is as expensive as the expensive stuff, then just buy the expensive. This is happening in the UK at the minute. Places like Scotland where their whiskies, there's a minimum price per unit of alcohol. And what that means is that the cheap stuff gets really expensive, and for the same price you can get the expensive stuff. It's crazy, but they're pushing you towards the expensive stuff and away from the cheap stuff. I'm going to have a look around. I think my knife and fork are inside actually. I'm going to go look at the food and then I'm going to go see about my knife and fork. Have a look here. Everything's going black. Oh, come on. Come on. Not good, folks. Because half of what's out already is black, the rest is kind of turning black. It's a little bit of a nonsense, but there you go. What can I do? I'm coming to you now, it's okay. Hey, I haven't left you. It is okay. You're okay. Daddy, let's see, okay? I'm still here. I'm still here. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Everything's a little bit black, folks. Even the stuff that's not burnt is picking up black from the bottom of the pan. Oh. How's the fucking meat doing? How's the fucking meat? Okay. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm calling it there. I'm calling it there. Okay. Let's have a look. Plates here. With a ladle. I'm not. Plate. Plate and ladle. I'm going to put the nice veg out. Nice veg. Save some for later maybe. The nasty veg. The potatoes that are burnt to fuck. I'm going to put out. Okay. The turkey steaks. Oh. Oh. Hey. Yeah. Now those potatoes and sprouts are all fucking they're all very, very. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Da, make it double. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Okay, there's my gravy. Just as bad over here. Here we go. I got, oh, is that, no, that's me, that's not you. I thought you'd pooed again. That's my, okay. We'll leave a bit of gravy here, with the lid on. You never know, something I've cooked today we might want to have tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. Shoot with the... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh! Okay, folks. Those of you that are stuck with me for a while, I'm going to show it to you. Please do bear in mind. what you've heard already about what's burnt or not. Here's a Tina girl. Hey babe, you were a good girl. Tina's been a fairly good girl. Here's some turkey, some carrots, and here's some sprouts that are black. Here's some potatoes that are black. Here's more carrots. Here's a few stalks of broccoli. Broccoli stalks have come out quite well. Gorgeous. Best part of the broccoli. Shame about the potatoes and the sprouts both being burnt. Don't focus on the bad. I'm sure that under that first layer they're kind of fine. Very sweet under the charcoal exterior. Ow! That was my finger, you little bugger. Dog. Okay folks, I think that's me. I'm going to come here now. Merry UnChristmas, January 25th. It's not great, is it? I fucked it up in a couple of ways. Too busy talking with you guys at times. Carrots are nice. Broccoli's nice. Turkey and gravy are going to be nice. Let me get a bit of turkey, look. There's some turkey. That's going to be nice. The gravy I can't pick up so easily, for obvious reasons. Okay folks, cheers to you guys. And I'm going to leave you there. I will be back tonight. 10:30 my time, 9:30 UK, possibly 10. I'm not sure exactly yet. Hey Tina. From Tina. And from me, Delta Mike. Out!